The assassination of Imad Munir, Hezbollah's #1 commander, has had a harsh impact on the movement. Without a doubt, Hezbollah will waste no time in avenging his death. In similar incidents in the past, such as the death of Moussaoui, which Defence Minister Brak mentioned earlier this week in the cabinet meeting. In the wake of Munir's assassination, Israel stepped up its level of alert, but especially in light of the threats made by Hezbollah's Hassan Nasrallah, Assad and Ahmadinejad. According to Israeli security establishment assessments, a response will be forthcoming. The question is where and when. There are three main players in the circle today who have the ability to respond: Syria and Assad. The assassination took place on Syrian soil, and reports claim that Munir, on Syria's behalf, was plotting an attack in response to Israel's airstrike last September. Syria, however, fears a response such an act may invite from the international arena. The second player is Iran and Ahmadinejad. A fierce supporter of Hezbollah and considered the father of Imad Munir, Iran has the option of responding to his death by activating Hezbollah and its thousands of fighters. Iran has already threatened to wipe out the Zionist enemy using radioactive material with the competent hands of Hezbollah. The question is whether they have the means and the radioactive material they intend to use to wipe out Israel, and at the same time differentiate between a Jewish citizen or an Arab one. The last player, but the most important in the game, is Hassan Nasrallah, and judging by the past, Hezbollah's response to Munir's death will not take place in the region, but possibly against Israeli interests abroad. The question is how big an impact will Munir's demise have on the movement? Israel faces a great challenge as it prepares to thwart a response to Munir's assassination, which could be from any of the three dangerous players. Whether they unite or choose to operate independently, Hezbollah, Syria and Iran pose a dangerous threat to stability in the Middle East.